Okay, good morning, everyone. I call to order the CCS Executive Committee meeting on Wednesday, October 16th.
I'm so sorry.
All right, perfect. Okay, call to order the CCS Executive Committee meeting Wednesday, October 16th. It is 10:06 a.m. Dust, can you please call the roll?
Sure. Austin.
Here.
Bertucci.
Here.
Dorfman.
Here.
Felix.
Here.
Leffler.
Here.
Lemke.
Here.
Livergood. For CCS, we have Rebecca Malinowski, Deborah Wishmeyer, and Beth Stonebridge.
Are there any additions to today's agenda? Okay, seeing none, we'll consider today's agenda adopted. Any public comment? Okay, item number 5 is the consent agenda. Does anyone have any questions about any of the items listed on the consent agenda? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Lindsay. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Anthony. Beth, can you call the roll?
Austin.
Yes.
Bertucci.
Yes.
Dorfman.
Yes.
Felix.
Yes.
Leffler.
Yes.
Lemke.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. Okay, now on to new business. I will turn over new and potential members, update to Rebecca and her team.
So we are live with Mount Prospect and Waukegan. Hooray! We did have some timing issues with this project that we didn't have before. So it did actually lead to Mount Prospect going live a day later. We had given them an option, like, do you want to kind of play it by ear and see when we're up, or do you want like a firm time when you're going to go live? And so Waukegan said, yeah, we'll just like see what happens. And Mount Prospect said, we want it to be start of day. So that's how we ended up with 2 separate go live dates. Deborah is working on a migration project retrospective. We did one last year as well and found some good takeaways that we incorporated into this project. This one will, for reasons, include a deeper dive into what happened with the innovative timing so we can make sure we don't have an issue again in the future. They had been, like right on or very conservative previously, so this was very surprising. So we just want to make sure we understand kind of what happened with that. So Deborah is working on that. I said in the packet, I would hope to have a memo out by the end of the month, but I didn't actually check with Deborah on the timing of the survey and all of that. It's fine. It's fine if it's later than the end of month, but I was just like, probably by end of month. So that may be adjusted based on how long we have that survey open. So we're just finishing some planned post go live things. ePay setup is now set up in training for Mount Prospect, so we're just waiting on their push to go live. Waukegan has declined to do online payments, at least for a while. They may end up going the Mount Prospect or the Morton Grove route in the future. We'll see. The other kind of outstanding issue is library overdrive records. We haven't loaded the new library's overdrive yet because of the system impact that we anticipate it will be. However, when we get to the innovative system updates, hopefully we'll be able to start working on that pretty soon, but we'll see. As you remember, we voted on Vernon last month. So we'll have that official vote with governing board in November and then start the next project. In terms of other libraries, I noted in the packet, I did meet with David Archer at Cook Memorial. And they did last year an assessment of kind of their current environment and decided to stick with their current environment as they work through their building project. So we anticipate there will be some future discussions, but we're not clear on maybe exactly when that would happen. We've also been having some conversations with staff at Wakanda. They just completed a 5-year renewal with their current, Polaris. So they're a Polaris customer already, but they are interested in exploring what happens after that period. So that is what I know about new members. Deborah, do you have anything to add about the migration? Thank you.
Great. Any questions? Item B, innovative updates.
So yeah, we've been having some system issues. They're noted in your packet on page 19. There were a lot of them. You will note that the downtimes on these are, for the most part, longer than they have been in the past, because when the system issues have been impacting us, Innovative's had developers on our system to like dig into what actually is causing the issue. So it's very frustrating in the moment because we know that they could just fix it by flipping the switch, but we need them to do this research to prevent it in the future. So the good news is that a patch was installed on October 9th, and we actually haven't had any issues since that patch, knock on wood. And Bob has implemented we have monitoring on our system from Innovative, and they have their own monitoring as well, but obviously these things still crept through. So Bob has set up kind of internal email alerts for CCS staff, which have been very interesting. And I think once so far have indicated to us that we should call Innovative and have them hop on our servers and see what's going on. So we are these issues came up when we upgraded. So we had system issues previously, we resolved them. Then we did an upgrade, which changed some internal things that like we don't have any knowledge about or access to. And that reintroduced similar issues, but at different kind of stages and various processing jobs. And Deborah, just jump in if I'm making stuff
Got
up.
it.
Okay. And so the concern is like what happens with the next upgrade. Ideally, we would like to take 2 upgrades a year because there's so much development happening in Leap, and we've got libraries that are kind of like right on the brink of being able to use Leap for everything, and we want to support them with that. But we can't be down on and off for this time. So Deborah, do you want to talk a little bit about conversations with support and if we've heard back from Sam or not?
Not yet. So I've reached out to Samantha Quelp, who is who's like, I don't know her exact title, but she's in product development and is like the lead Polaris development person on that team. So we've reached out to her to ask for some kind of feedback and how can we ensure that in each new build that there aren't things being changed that could impact our system, or if there are, how can we proactively test it ahead of time, knowing that our training environment is not quite a one-to-one match for our live environment where we've got 2,000 staff members working in there every day and hundreds of thousands of patrons completing actions. So haven't heard back yet on those conversations, but we're hoping to get some feedback from the development side and how we can, again, not be scared to upgrade when there's really cool stuff coming our way. So we'll hopefully have an update for this group next month.
Questions on that or anything?
Okay, great. Find more. Find more is rolling. We still have 26 of our libraries live.
CCS is now working with, or will begin working with Highland Park and Northbrook. They are planning currently to launch in January of 2025. That seemed really far away, but is now just right around the corner. So Kiara has begun kind of the initial communication steps with those two libraries to get everything rolling for that. We still have, as noted in the packet, some outstanding issues with Find More that Rails and Autographics are working through. The primary bug that has been frustrating our libraries, it's allowing requests to be sent to a library when their copy's not available or on the shelf. A rollout was supposed to be implemented last night, or a fix to that issue was supposed to be implemented yesterday with their latest software rollout. So I'll be reaching out to libraries today, asking them to report if this issue continues. If so, we'll have to go back to our graphics to say the fix didn't work, but my fingers are crossed that this one might be resolved. And that was our top issue that had been preventing some libraries from participating in lending. So we're again hoping that this latest fix is a true fix, and we'll cross that one off our list.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Deborah or Rebecca on Find More? Okay, and member services recruiting.
Yes, we are really excited. So as you know, we have a position currently opened. We're hiring for our member services associate position. This is meant to fill the vacancy that will be left by Virginia's retirement. So far, we have had over 90 applicants, which is amazing. I think the last time we posted this position, we had 20. So
And we were pumped about it.
yeah, 90 is like, wow, it's the dream. Most of those applicants, so we posted on Rails and Indeed, so we're getting kind of like a 50-50 split between those two interfaces. HR Source is currently conducting initial phone screens of candidates. And then CCS has begun conducting virtual first interviews with those candidates kind of selected to move on to the next round. So we do hope to have this position filled or someone started by the first or second week of December. So we feel pretty on target with that timeline, but we're really excited at the interest in the position and have some really great candidates. So I'm very excited.
Wonderful. Okay, any questions for Deborah? Okay, so I am going to make a motion to adjourn our regular executive committee meeting so that we can move into closed session. So may I get a motion to adjourn our executive committee meeting?
So moved. It's Pam.
Okay. And a second?
I'll second. Susan.
Susan?
All right, all those in favor, or do we need a roll call, Beth?
Not
Remember.
not to
I don't
All right.
think
I think
so.
voice vote's good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Okay, that would be.
we're gonna just give Beth a minute.